Hi guys, how are you all? Hope everyone is fit and fine. Now, today I am here with another session of polynomial, that is remainder theorem. This theorem is basically use of division algorithm, where we have taken px a polynomial and a be a real number. What is that? Px is the polynomial and a is a real number. When we divide px by x minus a as per remainder theorem, if we divide px by x minus a, the remainder is pa. When polynomial px is divided by x minus a, the remainder is pa. How? I will show you through the proof of the theorem. Let's begin with the proof of remainder theorem, that is, let px be a polynomial of degree 1 or more, depending upon your choice. Now you divide px by x minus a. So, your divisor becomes x minus a, and you obtain qx as quotient and rx as remainder. You divide px by x minus a, where the degree of px is 1 or more, depending upon quotient, and you divided by x minus a, the quotient is qx and the remainder is rx. Let's write the same thing using division algorithm. Then using division algorithm, px is equals to divisor, that is x minus a, multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Now children, one thing, in arithmetic when you divided and you get remainder, then remainder is always less than your divisor. Was it that or not? Yes, it was like that only. Same way, when we talk about the same concept in algebra, we speak in terms of degree. That means if you are dividing the polynomial px by x minus a, then obviously degree of the remainder will be less than the degree of x minus a. What would be there? Degree of rx must be less than degree of x minus a, which is 1. That means degree of rx will be equals to 0. Or we can say that rx is nothing but a constant. Rx is nothing but it is a constant value. What it would be? A constant. Fine. So till here I hope I am clear. I said when you have divided your polynomial px by x minus a, your quotient is qx and your remainder is rx. Then obviously degree of rx would be less than degree of x minus a, that is 1. X minus a polynomial has got degree 1. So degree of rx would be less than 1, which is 0. It means rx is nothing but a constant. Now what we do, we name this equation where we have written as division algorithm. We put x is equals to a on both the sides. Let's put and see the result. That means PA is equals to A minus A into QA plus R. So what we have got, PA is equals to 0 plus R, that is equals to R. So your remainder is equals to PA. Now you have seen PA is the remainder. This is what the concept of remainder theorem, that when you have a polynomial Px whose degree is 1 or more divided by x minus a, then its remainder would be PA, and you can see the result over here. This is the proof of remainder theorem. Now here I have taken up a question related to remainder theorem so that you will be able to learn how we use remainder theorem in algebra questions. Using remainder theorem, find the remainder when Px and Gx are given to you. Your Px is x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 3 and Gx is x minus 1. Children, first of all you write your given polynomial Px, x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 3. Your Gx is equals to x minus 1. We take x minus 1, the same value of Gx is equals to 0 to obtain the value of x, that what we have to put x as. This gives you x is equals to 1. Now we put in this Px equation 1. In this we put 1 on both the sides. So we get P1 is equals to 1 cube minus 6 into 1 square plus 9 into 1 plus 3. It is 1 minus 6 plus 9 plus 3 minus 5 plus 12, that is 7. So when you have divided by x minus 1, your remainder is 7. Your remainder is 7. What we have done? We have substituted first Gx, that is whatever x minus 1 in this question, taken as 0. So you have obtained x is equals to 1. On both the sides we have put 1 in Px and obtained the remainder. Now another question where your Px is 6x cube plus 13x square plus 3, whereas your Gx is 3x plus 2. So same way we write Px as 6x cube plus 13x square plus 3 and we put Gx, which is 3x plus 2 is equals to 0, which gives you x is equals to minus 2 upon 3. Now what we do in this first equation, Px is equals to this, we put x is equals to minus 2 by 3 on both the sides to get the remainder. Put x as minus 2 by 3 in this equation, we get P of minus 2 by 3 is equals to 6 into minus 2 by 3 whole cube plus 13 into minus 2 by 3 whole square plus 3. So what do we obtain? 6 into minus 8 over 27 plus 13 into 4 over 9 plus 3. Children, here you can cancel by 3, so 3 2s are 6 and 9. So what we have got? We have ultimately got P of minus 2 by 3 is equals to minus 16 upon 9 plus 52 over 9 and plus 3. First let's simplify these two. We have got 36 over 9 plus 3, so 9 4s are 36, and again your remainder comes 4 plus 3, that is 7 p of minus 2 by 3. That means when polynomial px is divided by 3x plus 2, your remainder comes 7. Here is another question, different type rather. If px is x cube minus 5x square plus 4x minus 3 and gx is x minus 2, you have to show that px is not the multiple of gx. Children, just recall the concept of factors and multiples. You will be able to understand what this question means. It means that when you divide px by gx, that is x minus 2, you will not get remainder as 0. Then what would be the remainder? The question is, then what would be the remainder? So let's use the theorem, remainder theorem. Your px is x cube minus 5x square plus 4x minus 3 and your gx is x minus 2. You take it as 0 and you will get x is equals to 2. So put x is equals to 2 on both the sides of equation 1. You will get p2 is equals to 2 cube minus 5 into 2 square plus 4 into 2 minus 3, that is 8 minus 20 plus 8 minus 3. 16 minus 23, that is minus 7. So you have seen your remainder is not 0, but you get your remainder as a real number. It indicates that px is not the multiple of gx. I hope you all are clear with the concept of remainder theorem and you are going to definitely attempt questions related to remainder theorem. If you have any doubt, any query, please do write in the comment box. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe.